Yeah, before we went for the last break, you said that you really don't have much say in the way things are, happening within the educational system, the government, or whatever. Now, let's imagine somebody comes up to you and says, Professor Visveswaran, here you are. Go make the changes that you want to. What would you do? What would you really like to see enforced?
The first thing I will do is change the evaluation system.
Okay.
There should be no moderation.
Adding marks out of sympathy.
Yeah, right.
Sympathy marks are out.
Yeah, nothing, out.
Okay.
In a particular exam, in a particular semester, 90% fail, so it be.
Okay.
Because you remember what I said was, it's not important you should finish in 4 years.
You should finish the course.
That's it.
Okay.
So maybe have an improvement chance. So those things will follow. That's fine.
Yeah.
First, stop this inflation of marks. Giving everybody 90% in projects.
So inflation in the market is nothing.
Nothing.
Not as damaging as this inflation
the
of marks.
greatest damage done by inflation is the inflation of marks in education.
So you're making unqualified, worthless people into so-called
correct.
masters.
Right. I just in this context, I will tell you what my professor Ranganatha Rao told me when he was in M.Sc mathematics. The first time he got papers to grade, he went to his teacher, Raghava Sastri. How should I grade? Okay. He said, when you give a passing grade, think, tomorrow he will also be on the streets claiming that he is a BA honors in mathematics.
Okay.
Will you accept it?
Okay. So first you must satisfy yourself that he is worth the degree.
Right.
So also you happen to mention that the competitive spirit has gone and given way to just qualification.
Yeah,
Everybody
correct.
qualifies.
So, no, I will tell you.
Just pushing mediocre.
Now, because of that, what is happening? A 90% M.Sc mathematics cannot become a college lecturer.
Okay.
Because the system doesn't believe him, the marks he has got. Now he has to write a SLET or a NET.
So
So if you take the BL degree, now the Bar Council of India conducts an exam.
Of its own. Apart from the government.
Right. So our system itself has lost faith in the degrees given by our own system.
So all those papers being handed out, you might as well make into planes and just fly it in the air.
Yeah, right. No, that is why they stopped the convocation.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
I always wondered.
What happened was there was violence in campuses in 1970s.
Okay.
Where people tore up the degrees in front of the vice chancellors and said, "Give us jobs. We don't want this piece of paper."
Oh.
Now no university has convocation for all its students. Only the PhD candidates and rank holders are called.
Okay. Oh.
This flying the degree as paper plane has happened much before, even 70s.
So they saw something that we still haven't recognized, that this worthless piece of paper?
Yeah, right.
So, and you think that changing the system and getting into a system where we are not concentrating on pushing X number of students through the system.
Right. So, you asked me a question, how to change? Your vice chancellor should have the guts to say that.
Okay.
The graduates I produce will be good.
Okay.
Because the best may not be good. Please remember, good is absolute.
Okay.
Best is relative.
All right.
So, my job is to produce good graduates and postgraduates and PhD degree. I will not play the numbers game. The minute a vice chancellor decides like that, things will change. Now,
maybe
his course will not be popular initially.
His college may not be popular.
They may not join initially.
Yeah.
But when he gets a name in the industry, outside world, 100 people join, only 50 people pass, but all these 50 are good. They are employable.
Okay.
Now
so
things will
you'll
start
pick a second degree guy from this college as opposed to top one from there.
Right, exactly.
So is it time that industry stepped in and moderated or started influencing?
Maybe now UGC says corporate can start universities.
Yes.
Now maybe that is a good solution. If a university is run as a corporate where nonsense is not tolerated.
I heard Mr. Modi saying the other day, and it sounded quite logical to me. He says the railways, for example, employs 1 million people. Why the devil can't the railways run their own institution where they train people the way they want them instead of picking out of completely useless people?
Just like some of the industries have their own ITIs.
Okay. Yeah, they have their own teaching and training
Yeah,
institutions.
that is the feeding ground for them. You pass here, you'll get a job in my industry.
Okay.
So corporate universities can make a change.
That will be only in the professional certain group, but humanities and all that may be a tough job there.
Oh, still, see, there's another thing. You brought that. If you take any like ACM or the IEEE, it says 30% of the engineering curriculum should be non-technical.
All right.
Because there must be all-round development of a person.
Okay.
So what happens? This guy come out of engineering. See, it is just like, suppose I say Madhav's English is very good. Now what type of books can Madhav write? English grammar books.
Right.
Because unless he knows history, he cannot write about history. Yeah. Unless he knows about Kerala, he cannot write about Kerala.
Correct.
Right? So we have all these beautiful people.
The rounded education.
Yeah. So we have all these beautiful people who know the syntax of C very well. But what C programs can they write? Nothing. Because they don't even know what a payroll is. What is professional tax? What is provident fund? These people don't have no clue. So all this they have to learn. See, you are asking about banking software. Now we have to teach him what's the savings account. When is the interest added to the account? So all this domain knowledge is missed. Unless you have domain knowledge, you cannot produce a product.
Absolutely. Listen, normally we tend to chop the ramble or the rumble at 3 episodes. I'm going to come back for one more. There's so much to talk about. So I'll see you in a minute.